Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Leilani. You could also call me Lay. Today I want to do a spooky, cozy sleepover where I read books, watch some movies. I got this idea from Meleads. She posted her video, I think like a month or two ago. I'll just have her video in the description below. But I thought it would be fun to start off my October this way. Also, I'm participating in Spookathon, so it's going to help me read some spooky books throughout this year. There are a few things that I want to do. I know tonight I'm going to the movies with my friend to watch Sam and Colby's like paranormal, Legends of the Paranormal, which they're like ghost hunters or whatever. I want to read The Book Eaters. I don't really know what it's about other than like these people eat books to consume like stories or like people's lives or something like that. But I have the audiobook, so I want to read this. I might want to read another book, but it depends on what time I get home from the movies tonight. And then also I want to do my nails, and maybe I'll make cookies, or we will see. But right now I think I'm going to do my nails, read this book, and talk to you soon. Okay, so I finished my nails. I don't know if you can actually see them. They probably won't last long. The material doesn't feel, I feel like they'll last a few days, but they're cute and they're fine. But I've been listening to the audiobook of The Book Eaters, and I'm going to put it here. I think I'm going to stop listening to the audiobook. I feel like I'm not retaining any information, so I'm going to try to read it physically. And it might just be maybe I'm not in the mood for this story, but I feel like I didn't retain that much information to the point where I was so confused on what was what that I had to do a review, like YouTuber review of The Book Eaters, for me to understand all of the characters, if that makes sense. Because we have this story that's told in two timelines. It's present day and past day. And the character we follow around is Devin. So present day, she's 30 years old, and she has a kid who's 5 years old. And then past day, we're doing like flashbacks of her when she was younger, and her learning about other stuff in the world. So she's a book eater. So how I have to remember this is like, she's a different species, but she looks like a human, kind of like vampires and werewolves. So she's a book eater. There are a few book eaters in the world, right? There's a small group, and I think there's 6 families, and it's very hard for the women to have kids. So to make sure that their species doesn't die out, they have these other people called the Knights. And the Knights basically maintain the order of who you're marrying, because all marriages are arranged, and making sure like whose kid is whose type of thing. So there's them. There's these other people that can be made, which are mind eaters. And mind eaters don't eat human food, and they don't consume books, but they can consume other people's minds, and that's how they get like their information, or how they learn to grow and stuff. So most times the Knights will kill people, or the babies that are mind eaters, because they end up like they could eat humans or book eaters. So to stop that, they just start killing them. But if they don't kill them, they become dragons not as in like actual dragons, but as like a title. So it's like the knights, and then the knights control the subject. What like if you were in the army, there'd be like commanders and lieutenants. So it's kind of like that. So the dragons are under the knights, and they get fed these pills that make them not want to consume anybody's mind. But anyone who's a mind reader that has that still wants to eat people's minds, or like they have like this hunger. Um, so the dragons are there to install fear in everybody. Like you don't want to be caught by a dragon if you're a book eater, because most likely you might die. But present day, we follow around Devin, and her kid's 5 years old. He's a mind eater. So she's like in this dingy apartment or whatever, and she's looking for somebody to give to her kid. So she usually goes for people who are under the radar or nobody's going to think about them. So it's usually homeless people. And her kid is growing, so he's becoming more hungry, but she's trying to help him out. And that's where at present day. Past day, we are with her and her brother, and they decide to sneak into a restricted library, but get caught by dragons, like 2 dragons, and they start to follow them. So when they're running, they run into like a head knight, and he basically is like, "You're not supposed to be doing this. This is restricted." So as your punishment, as your consequence, they're taking her brother, Ramsey, and he has to become a knight. So that's where I'm at right now. But I think what I'm going to do, because my friend's going to be here in 30 minutes, so we could go to the movies. The other book I was going to read tonight is Frankenstein. But there's many, like these are short stories. So maybe I'll read this tonight.
Signing up is fast and easy with absolutely no commitment.
Join doing this. This is the most scared I've ever been.
I feel like we had to leave. There's so many questions about this place. It's so... I don't know how to explain it.
I don't think the people here actually...
So I want to give you an update. It's later in the night. I did finish Sam and Colby's movie, The Legends of Paranormal. I've been watching their ghost hunting content this whole year, so I found them this year. And I've been enjoying it, or their newer stuff. And I wanted to watch their movie that they have out in Cinemark. This one is not about following ghost hunting, because that's what they're known for at this moment. This one is being now more open into paranormal activity, spirits, and aliens. I gave it a 3-star, 3.5 star. I do understand some of the hate it's getting, because I looked on Letterboxd. It's getting like 2 stars or low for some people. Some people, I don't think they understood that these are YouTubers. Some people are fans of Sam and Colby. But yeah, what I did like was like the new, like some of the graphics they did. I do think they should have repeated some of the graphics less. I did laugh at some sections, usually the beginning. I think it was like at the beginning I was laughing, because some of the stuff is just them being dudes and being corny. They did stress me out, because some of the stuff they're doing is ridiculous, as in like stupid, as in like you shouldn't have done that, what are you doing? And then there are some sections where I'm like, that's borderline disrespectful. Maybe not even borderline, maybe it's disrespectful. So that's how I was feeling during the movie. But apparently, because I had an okay time watching the film, like I wouldn't mind. I don't think it's their most scariest content that they've created. I think there's scarier stuff that I've seen that make, but I think this one is just, I like how it's more open, so then maybe later on in a few years, like they just explore more than haunted houses or haunted hotels. But when I got out of the movie, my friend had to go to the bathroom, and I was just waiting outside the bathroom for her, and people got out of Joker 2, and immediately everyone looked sad, and then all I heard was like this family talking about, we wasted our money. So now I know not to watch Joker 2 in theaters. I'll watch it when it's hitting streaming. But other than that, I want to give you an update of where I left off. So I did start Frankenstein. I've read this classic book. Actually, let me go get it. Let me get it. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, so I did read Frankenstein before a few years ago. Ow. I read it for school. So I have all these tabs. This is one I didn't know. Can you see it? I don't know if that's showing. Is my face in the way? I did tab this book quite a lot because I had to do reviews on it. And I did give this a 3 out of 5 stars. I think what I really needed was me connecting to a character, or me at least caring about a character. The only character I cared about was the creation. So if people don't know, Frankenstein is not the monster. Frankenstein is the doctor. Not even a doctor. He's a student. He's a dude who is borderline psychotic. And he decides, like, he's into, was it science, whatever he's into? But he decides he wants to experiment, and he goes to people's grave sites and opens up grave sites, cuts people's limbs or takes out organs, and starts building his creation. His creation comes alive, and you would think you would be proud. You spent this whole amount of time creating something that you think is about to be God's given creation. Like, you're creating it. His creation wakes up. There's no name for him. He immediately gets scared, calls it abomination, and wants to kill it. And then I'm like, you did this. This is on you. But the creation ends up not escaping, but running away, right? Because it's like a newborn. It doesn't know anything other than now it's unloved by the person who made him. But right now I'm in the perspective of the creation, and it's talking to Frankenstein about how they learned about humanity and humans and speaking and language. So this is what it kind of looks like. I'm almost done with it. I'm on page 103. I think it stopped at 189. So I plan on finishing that story. And then I also want to try to read, it's called The Next Spectre. Don't know what that one's about, but I want to try to read that one as well. I already washed my face and everything, but I kind of want to do a face mask. So after I'm done with this clip, I'll put on this face mask and probably watch some content first. But after that, after I finish this and my face mask, because I feel like I'm going to stay up more, I want to start reading Incidents Around the House. And all I know is somebody's mother is not your mother. It's a lie. It's a chilling horror novel about a haunting told from the perspective of a young girl whose troubled family is targeted by an entity that she calls Other Mother. So I want to read this one. I have the audiobook. So while I listen to the audiobook, I'm also going to color, because I also bought spooky coloring books. This one's more simple, right? Like, this one's very simple. So maybe I could just do that. But this one's very cute. This one has a little bit more details, but it's also simple. So I've colored one already. I did that one. There's another thing I colored. I don't know what's that. Did I already pass it? Oh, I colored this. So I might color in one of these books. Also, I'm debating on making like the Halloween cookies and eating ice cream. It's late at night right now, but it's 80 degrees, and I don't like that. So there's that. So what I'm going to do is put on this face mask, watch some booktube content, finish Frankenstein, and read The Next Spectre, and then start coloring for these. So I'll talk to you when I'm done with Frankenstein. So I finished Frankenstein, and I'm gonna give it 3 stars, just like the original book. I just need more character not interactions. I need to feel more connected to a character for me to care, even though I understand the creature's perspective, point of view. Like, he goes on the path of revenge, but yeah, it's a 3 star still. The illustrations were cool. I think I'll see if I can find my favorite one. Hold on. I do think the creature did look a little bit crazy. Like this panel right here. I like this panel right here. I do think if it was in color, I would like it a lot more. Is that rude to say? I know it's I don't know, it's like in manga format. It's not like a comic book, and comic books usually have color. But I do like the coloring of this. But again, Frankenstein story, 3 stars. I think I'm going to bake cookies, start coloring, and start the other book. I'll read The Next Spectre later on tonight. But I think I want to start the other book first, just to see if I like it. Because what if I don't like it? I'd rather find out now, you know what I'm saying? Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not going to turn on the oven because it's too hot. It's too hot. It's like almost 10 o'clock and it's still hot. I'm not turning it on the oven. But I will get some ice cream. We'll do that. So I'm going to use one of the little bowls I got this month. The ice cream I have today is Neapolitan. So that's what I'm going to be eating. So I'm currently on chapter 14 of Incidents Around the House, and I'm enjoying the book, especially the audiobook. We're following around 8-year-old Bella, okay? She has a loving family, and she's just trying to live her best life. Except that she's noticing little things within her family. Her mom and dad love her and each other, But I believe right now the mother is cheating. And the other mother, who is, or was, used to be Bella's best friend. And she used to just hang out in the closet, hang out in Bella's room. They would play together. But the conversations weren't really the kid-friendly conversations. They were talking about reincarnation. The other mother now keeps pressuring Bella to switch bodies with her. She keeps saying, "Can you let me into your heart?" And Bella's saying no, because what will happen is, if Bella says yes, Bella will enter the other mother's world, and the other mother would basically possess Bella. And she doesn't want that, so she keeps saying no. And the other mother is getting upset because of it, so instead of just staying in her room, she's making her presence known by sounds, moving into different rooms in the house that she's never been in. She just went outside following Bella, and then now, for the first time ever, another adult has seen the other mother. So Bella is getting scared and doesn't know what to do. She also doesn't want to tell her parents because she doesn't want to freak them out. But now that another adult has seen the other mother, things are picking up a little bit more differently. So I'm curious to know what's going to happen. So in the audiobook, I think I'm almost 2 hours deep. And then I colored a few pages, so I could tell you right now or show you what I've colored. So I've colored this one. I need new markers, just because I need new, more color options. But they're cool. I've colored, there's more, I swear. I've colored this one. And then I colored this one. So this one's like the simple coloring book. And then I moved on to the other coloring book. So this is what I'm coloring right now. But it's getting hot. I also am kind of, because of the heat, I'm not focusing. So I think I just want to watch other people read for a bit. It's currently, I don't know if you're going to see it, 11. Can you see that? It's 11:06, and I have 6 hours left of this audiobook. So I think what I might do is watch a little bit of YouTube, and read more tomorrow, because I don't want to continue reading if I know I'm not going to focus. But I'm enjoying my time. So there's that. And yeah, I'll just talk to you in the morning when I've read either more of Incidents Around the House, or if I started the new story in the Frankenstein collection. So I'll talk to you later. Okay, so I ended up reading next chapter instead of going to sleep. I'm gonna rate it a 2-star. I didn't really care for it. Basically, this young boy, he ends up killing his best friend and buries him because he was jealous of his height. And now he's hallucinating that everybody has these long necks, and he's still jealous of his friend being taller than him. 2-star. I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. So now I'll talk to you when I wake up. Okay, it's later the next day. It's almost 10 o'clock. And it's been hot all day, so I haven't been vlogging or filming anything, or watching anything. Honestly, I spent the whole day just doing nothing, but also finishing Incidents Around the House. And this was good. I would say though, if I only read this physically, this would be a 3 out of 5 stars. But I read this with the audiobook, which I think enhanced the story, and I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. So if you plan on reading this, I would say get the audiobook, because it also helps with like understanding like the cadence or the flow of the story, because of how it's written. You don't really know like the voices, because even though it's narrated and in the perspective of 8-year-old Bella, she has like the voices of her father, her mother, and other characters. This is good. I'm trying not to spoil it, so I'll just give you a how I feel or what it's about, like a short summary. So Bella, 8 years old, she sees this entity, these ghosts, I don't know if you see my earrings, these ghosts that wants to be referred as the other mother. Bella, when she was younger, thought the other mother was her friend, but now she's questioning their friendship because the other mother isn't being very persistent, very aggressive, and it's getting aggravated with Bella because she's not agreeing with her or like making a deal with her. The other mother wants her to switch places with her, and by doing that she says, can you let me into your heart? And Bella keeps saying no. Because of this, the other mother decides to mess with Bella in ways that make her more afraid. So at first the other mother would only be able to be in her room, but then out of nowhere she's able to go outside, and now she's like stalking the family. She's able to harm people. And to me, when I usually read or watch things that have children looking at entities, it's usually only the child able to see the entity. And this one, the adults also get to see the entity, which makes it higher stakes. And I enjoyed it. I do want to say, I did predict the ending. Like, everything that happened in the ending, I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. But I still enjoyed my time here. If you are fans of Coraline, you will also probably be a fan of this. But yeah, I would say read the audiobook or listen to the audiobook. And I think that's it for this vlog. But if you're curious, I didn't finish the Frankenstein collection. I do want to finish this month, so this will be in my Spookopathon reading vlog that will be posted next month. And yeah, just thank you for being here. I will see you in my next vlog. Please like and subscribe, and also if you have any similar stories like this, you could always leave the comment down below. But I will see you next time. Thank you.